Alright, coming in at number 10, this is Warrior Dash 2016. This was Shock Top Unfiltered. I kind of like this one because it was a multi-pieced obstacle. Some over, some under. It wasn't very hard. It was the first time, by the way, I got to say parkour as I went over one of those obstacles. Some crawling, not too hard. This is all luscious grass that I got to crawl over.
No dirt, no
We ruined this fucking golf course. So thanks a lot there, guys. Alright, another over, another under.
The walls aren't even that high, but...
No, but you know what? It was just, it was long.
It's like the 5th or 6th obstacle you did in a row. So
Right.
I didn't do this race, but I'm watching the video right now. I can see why.
It was cool. Not hard, but fun.
It's the first time we've seen like the hanging ball style or grip. It was like, yeah, I just gripped above them.
Except for those guys that wear those really short shorts. See a lot of hanging balls.
It's like, look at this guy in the video.
Yeah, I know. Do you push down? Look at the camera. Fucking novice. Yeah, that guy's doing all right. I see it. And what were they, like metal? What the hell is that thing at the bottom?
Nah, they were like
foam.
It was like tape or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really easy, but different. We haven't seen it in a while, so it's new to Bone Frog. So it's like, I like that one. So that's why that one's on the list.
Cool. Okay, here we are, number 8, Rugged Maniac, the Ringer. Both Damer and I did this race in different locations. They both had this in some form or another. Again, not super hard. Something that we've built out back, basically. Simple rings, a whole lot of them. You got to traverse from one side to the other. And our hand-to-hand technique over here just fucking wins the day. You'd be surprised at how many people fall off that thing. Pretty short. I think it was a dozen rings. Just kind of do it and move on. Alright, at number 7 we've got from Tough Mudder, the Block Nest Monster. I kind of like this one, especially when it was hot. You get to go in the water and cool off. But you absolutely had to work with other people to get over this thing.
See, I'm looking at your video here from your half, and there's a lot of people in the water.
Was there less people by you?
There was like maybe like 4, and it was like 2 on each side, and at one point it was like me and one other dude on after the first one, and I just see like 20 hands, like 10 people like trying to get up and over. It was like, no, you can't. And my whole body weight, I had my feet up on it too, just trying to get it to rotate. And I think finally some people on the other side pushed it up too to get it to spin.
Well, a lot of these knuckleheads don't realize that as you go up, you gotta turn around and pull it down with you as you come over. A lot of people are selfish. They're just like, oh, I got over. Ah. This guy's gonna kick my buddy over here in the face. Ready? Here he comes. Oh, here I come. Then you oh, splash.
I got one of those too. Yeah.
So, fun. It was interesting.
It was fun. You spend some time in the water. Yeah. You do help people out. It's like, I don't mind the Tough Mudder races. They're not timed, so it's like I do spend a lot of time on this one, on Everest 2.0,
help people
on Pyramid.
out.
It was like, I get it. It was like, I don't mind those. I'm not going for time when I'm doing a Tough Mudder. It was like, I can understand why this one's on the list.
It's neat.
Like,
I hadn't seen anything
it's
like
neat,
that before.
It's different. It definitely requires you guys to be, everyone's talking. Everyone's kind of shouting, hey, do this, do that, keep spinning, okay, you come over. And it was like, I like that. So it made the whole, it's a fun obstacle. So that's why it's on our list.
Absolutely.
All right, so number 6 is from Bone Frog. It's the Solar Walls. It's at the Charlemont, the Beast of the East, or whatever the fuck they call that mountain. It's at the very top of the mountain.
Berkshire East.
Berkshire East, that's right. It's in the solar panel fields. It's an obstacle that's always there. And it is just a multiple rope climb, up and over, down the other side,
cool.
and then do it again.
You can see the walls. There's a 4-foot section and an 8-foot section. It's 1.5 pieces of plywood. It's about 12 feet tall on a really steep angle. And it's got those really thick manila climbing ropes. You can see Damer just fucking annihilating this obstacle. But it's cool, and you have to do it twice. So the first one, you're like, oh, not too bad, and then you come down, and it's like, okay. I'm starting to feel my arms halfway up the second one.
Definitely. That's what I like about it. I mean, it's not, the rope is like a 2-inch manila rope, so it's like it's easy to grab and just walk your feet up up the rope. It's not a hard obstacle, but the fact that there's 2 in a row and the fact that it's just a little bit bigger than the usual obstacles, and a lot of OCR races would pretty much put either just one of those up or count that as 2 obstacles.
Right.
So the fact that, all right, it's always there, and if you've ever done that New England Bone Frog, you've done it.
You know it's there.
But
you can count on it being there.
It's still a good obstacle. All right, so number 5 is Tough Mudder's Funky Monkey 2.0. I did this one at Englishtown, and it's basically a monkey bars at a angle, and then you got to transition to a swing bar, and the swing bar takes you for a little ride. It's not hard, and finally you transition to a pipe that's on an opposite angle, and you just kind of transition down the pipe to the platform on the other side. Everybody was falling on this obstacle.
Yes.
I mean, it was like so many people were wet. I don't know what the deal was. The monkey bars part itself were wet and muddy, no more than any other obstacle. It's just a cool combination. That swing bar right in the middle just kind of throws you into kind of like that technique we were using where you got to go hand to hand. So it was just, you're on the top of the monkey bars, one hand, second hand, it swings, and then just hang on, and you just transition to the pipe and just go down the pipe.
My recommendation is make sure you know how to swim. It's fucking
There's a lot of people getting wet on this
Holy
obstacle.
shit. Look on the wood, splash. On the pipe,
That's right,
splash.
So watch our videos if you don't want to suck at them.
That's right. Damn it.
Number 4 is the Spartans Ii Walls. So many of these OCRs do just the typical across. All right, grab, move your hands, move your feet, move along the plywood. It's just nothing hard. What we liked about the Ii Walls is that outside turn. You come to that outside turn, and now you're standing on. You got one good handhold, one good foothold, and now you got to reach around blind, and you try to lean over and look to just see where that next foothold and handhold is. You're there for longer than you need to be. It gives you get a little tired. The reason why this one's on the list is for that outside turn. It's really cool. Any obstacle that kind of makes you say, you know what, I'm getting tired, I wish I was done. That's a cool obstacle.
All right, number 3. This is from Rugged Maniac, and this is a variation on the theme. This is their last obstacle or last obstacle sequence. Both Damer and I ran this, and for me and for him, it starts off with the warp wall, which I love. It's perfectly dry too. Just zip right up that son of a bitch. Then there's a cargo net of some sort. For me, it was Mount Maniac. We'll show you Damer's in a second. Transition from this cargo net to a flat surface, climb up some boards, and for me, we're gonna go down this giant like water slide called the accelerator. You know what? Not hard. You don't have to do anything. Gravity takes over, but man, you really do pick up some speed. Just midway, boom! Super fun on a hot day. Man, what a good time. I love this. And guess what? After this obstacle, just basically take a couple of steps and the race is over. Super, super fun.
Yeah, so yours is different than mine because your cargo net looks like it goes up.
Right?
On an angle. Whereas like I go into the warp wall, it was like up and over. It was like, okay, no problem. It's not that high. I go into a little mini A-frame, and then it's like containers, like shipping containers, like double stacked. So you're actually crawling on a cargo net over the double containers, and people are coming in and out of the venue underneath you. And then you just kind of down an A-frame, down a second A-frame, and kind of run through the parking lot and double back through the finish line.
All right, next on the list here, number 2 from Civilian Military Combine is Spin Class. This is a multi-part obstacle. You had to climb up this little pole. You had to connect to this ring, which was attached to this spinner type thing. Connect to another ring on a spinner. 3 of those. and then transition to this suspended sort of monkey bar looking thing. It actually looked like it was a piece of the framework, something that you could go hand to hand or slide your hands on the side. Kind of cool, because it was sort of free flowing, not fixed or hard attached. Kind of creative, nothing that I've seen before. If you had the right technique, hand to hand, wasn't tremendously hard, but definitely cool. So big up to Civilian Military Combine. Spin class, number 2 on our list. I think it definitely deserves to be in our top 10 here for 2016. Here's an honorable mention. It didn't make the list of top 10, but this is a really cool obstacle. This comes from Civilian Military Combine. It's called Comrades and Arms. It's a 75-pound dummy that you have to pick up, throw over your shoulders and run with for quite a distance. I like the fact that they're all camo and that they're branded. You know what I mean? They're branded for CMC. That was a nice touch. So just heavy enough to give you some resistance and weight as you're going around the course.
They're a little bit cumbersome there, so they
but
it's not just a rec bag, throw it on your shoulders.
Right,
and it was
exactly.
It's a little bit more just topsy-turvy. I like it.
It was cool. It was definitely cool. And not too heavy where you couldn't get the damn thing up off the deck and put it over your shoulders. Just enough, and a very cool obstacle.
That looks like you're running up the hill. It was like up the hill over and come back.
I actually had the hand and I made it wave to the camera there. It didn't make the video because it was like, people were like, what the fuck is your problem?
Just put the dummy down.
And then your comrade, you bring him back down the hill and then you throw him right back in the pile. Best of luck to you, Marine Corps, Johnny.
That
Body slam.
That guy threw him in a heap.
All right, Andre the Giant.
Just at least lay him down.
Hulk smashed. Yeah, I know I have to go that way there, champion. All right.
All right, so another honorable mention is from the Bone Frog. I've seen it at multiple Bone Frogs. Mac and I have both done it. It's not particularly hard. It's kind of like just 3 cargo nets just back to back to back. It's like one up, about 14 foot high, one across, and one down. It's just a little bit more than that usual, just one single cargo net up, just climb up, straddle it, kill your balls, and come down the other side,
Basically.
Which is the typical from every race. It's just a little bit more, it's like they've got some metal work up holding the thing together. And we kind of roll across the top or just kind of spider across it real quick. So not hard at all. So the last honorable mention for 2016 is from the Viking Run. And that was in Woodbury, Connecticut at Woodbury Ski and Racket. Just a small little obscure ski mountain in the middle of nowhere. But the obstacle is kind of cool. I wasn't a part of it, but I'm watching the video right now. And what do you think? How heavy was the?
I don't know.
Was the lift?
It was at least a 10-foot long log that was maybe
it's pretty. I mean, it's definitely
a foot in diameter,
but definitely 12 inches around from the video. So it's a decent weight.
It was heavy. You had to get under it and then walk it up
so
to your
press
full
it all,
height,
and then let
try
it
to
tip
get
over.
And then you had to do it in the opposite direction, pick it back up, and there were 2 of those things. Probably really cheap to make. Cut down some logs and attach them together, but the strength component there was really, really cool. And for a small event to have something that creative, you know what? I was like, thumbs up. That is really awesome. So hats off to those guys, and that's why they made our honorable mention list. All right, so here's our number 1 obstacle. It's the multi-rig from Spartan Race. Now, we've built this thing out back, and it comes in a couple of different varieties, okay? But in our 2 top picks, there's pipe, rings, and rope. And I kind of configure it in different variations. This is Damer's setup. It's kind of cool. Starts out with the pipe, then he goes to rings and ropes.
Yep, so this is from the Spartan Beast, Vernon, New Jersey, 2016.
And for mine, again, a variation on the theme. It's starts out with a rope and a ring, and we had some comments on one of our multi-rig videos where the rings were too close to each other and the pipe was too close to the rings. At the Spartan Race, they weren't even a full shoulders width apart. They were right here. I had one rope by my chin and one about this far away.
They could have left that rope out and just went ring to
absolutely
to that pipe.
Either way, you saw in both Damer and my videos, especially with the rings, the hand-to-hand technique. Just reach out, and be a better friend to yourself. Give some support and 2 points of contact. Grab and grab, grab and grab.
It's like the double strength. It's so easy.
There's a degree of difficulty here, but it's just cool. I like that.
It's like I know as I make those moves, I actually bring my leg up. So it's like my leg comes up.
Absolutely.
On each one. So it's like your leg moves up, and it unweights your entire body as your momentum moving up. So that during that transition, if you're just kind of letting your legs hang, it's like you're just adding so much more weight. Whereas your legs are pumping, you're actually transitioning and swinging from one of these obstacles to the next and getting through and completing without falling, without doing Spartan burpees.
Absolutely.
So that's our number one. It's the Spartan Race multi-rig. It's been in most of the races recently, but it's very cool. It's one of our favorites. I think it was in our top 10 last year, and now we're putting it at our number one. So Spartan multi-rig, nice job.
Nice. All right, everybody, this has been Mac and Damer for OCR Kings, reminding you to train hard and have fun. This has been our top 10 for 2016. We'll see you in 2017. Cheers.